You're back with another one. This time we got top 10 best sword fights in anime by any studio. Another one. All right, make sure y'all like their video, sub to their channel. All right, we I don't know why they wanted to just peel off like that. That's crazy. And we out here. I don't know if
I'm
y'all can
always
hear
down for a
that.
good
It's
anime
probably still
sword
out
fight.
there.
Sword fights are cool as they create a
They
unique
going wild.
opportunity for choreography that other types of battle don't. These have always been a thrilling part of the anime world. Watching two swordsmen letting their blade loose on each other is always refreshing to watch no matter how enhanced the production quality becomes. Here's some of my pick involving spectacular sword fights, battle confrontation and epic animation. So without further ado, let's get started. Hyakkimaru's journey has been a long one, and when he meets his brother for the final confrontation, the completion of his quest is at hand. I find it so fitting to have our protagonist's own
His
sibling to be the
brother.
last obstacle in his mission to become whole again. It also helps that the burning castle serves as an epic setting for the final fight in this series. The two engage in a long fight that sends them all around the castle in their struggle. As expected, Hyakkimaru comes out on top, but being the nice guy that he is, he spares his brother. Of course, we can't just have an ending like that, can we? So a demon has to come out and make Tahomaru sacrifice himself before wrapping Hyakkimaru's quest to become whole in a touching moment. But
Okay,
that's the
okay, okay. I know, like I was talking about in the last video how thick his accent was, but what the hell did he just say? Like this is what I'm talking about. That was hella hard to I haven't adjusted yet. That was hella hard to even hear. Let me try that one more time.
like that, can we? So a demon has to come out and make Tahomaru sacrifice himself before wrapping Hyakkimaru's quest to become whole in a touching moment.
What the hell? Make what? You know, it's cool. I don't need to
That's the
know.
most
I
epic
need to
house
know.
riff I've ever
I
seen.
don't need to know
Truly
at
one of the
all.
best fights that 2019 had to offer. While you're at it, why not share the video with your friends?
I hope he just slow down in the future videos because my goodness, I had no clue what he just said.
Slashing its way to the ninth spot is Yato vs Rabo. What could be better than a fight between two gods of calamity? Of course, upcoming fight on this list, but that aside, it's a matter of sorrow that Noragami is such an underrated anime. I kinda feel bad about the fact that
Those
almost
Noragami?
nobody
Okay,
talks about this
I've
anime
been
nowadays.
recommended this a
I
lot.
clearly remember enjoying this show when it was airing because of its humor and action moments. Perhaps this fight can convince you to give this one a try. We have what it seems to be a fight between two gods of calamity to death. This fight also serves as the conclusion for the first season, which gave us one of the best fight scenes of this season. Oddly enough, this fight actually is an anime original filler. I know it's hard to believe, but that's the truth. And for that reason, Studio Bones, you have my gratitude. Ultimately, the fight focuses more on the emotional side of things instead of actual fighting, which results in one of the touching moments of this series. After that, Yato quickly finishes his opponent to end the fight once and for all. Any love for Princess Principal here? Haven't seen a lot of fans, and that's a big shame because the show is really interesting in its setting and overall feel. If you need me to tell you one reason to watch this series, I'd send this fight right at you. I think not a lot of people talk about Princess Principal, but as far as the fight scene goes, it can more than hold its own. Just look at this fight scene for example. This isn't something that you can see every day. I can really feel the impact and the pacing which everything is happening all at once. There are so many points in which things can go wrong and end up with a modern mess of a fight. But not this time. This is a fight that exceeded all of my expectation when I first picked up this show. Please do check out this show, it might be worth your time.
I mean, I see a little girl in a sword fighting, so you know she's gonna win.
I'm gonna be honest, the next entry on our
The only thing that could make her stronger if she was in high school. Like there's nothing else that he could do. He's just done. You know, if she was high school or she had glowing eyes. That's it. She's done he's done for.
list is not much of a sword fight as it is a fight. Yes, I'm talking about Bell's fight against Minotaur, later known
Unless
as
he had
Asterius.
glowing eyes. Then he
Danmachi
might
has his
win.
fair share of great fights in its seasonal rundown, but this fight holds a special place in my heart. The reason being, this is the moment when Bell finally confronts his fear of the Minotaur. At that time, the Minotaur was way beyond his capability, even though the Loki family
Look at his eyes. He's not winning that. His eyes are glowing. He's not winning that.
was right behind him. And even though he knew he couldn't win against him, but he refuses to give up, he continues fighting. It really adds up to the desperation that the fight scene tries to present. Bell had to go beyond his limit in order to win against the Minotaur, and he does so barely hanging to his life, which grants him a new skill named Argonaut. Great sound direction and excellent animation make this one of the best fights from Danmachi without a doubt. If you haven't watched this awesome show, then what are you waiting for? Go start binging the show right now. It's worth every second of your time.
Oh, he actually won? He's got some glowing eyes coming to him. He's got some... There's no other way. He should have plucked them out before he blew him
Well,
up.
here's the battle
Get
between
his
the
own- him
underdogs
own
as we
glowing
move on to
eyes.
Berkoli versus Dark Lord Vector. The last core of the Sword Art Online's War of Underworld went off to a fast start. After the controversial start of the season, I can see that a lot of people were brought back by this amazing fight that followed in the episodes after, and it wasn't Kirito's return that got people most excited. That would have to wait for another 5 or 6 more episodes. It was Berkoli's fight against Dark Lord Vector. Prior to this fight, we barely saw much of what Berkoli could really do, but this fight should prove that he is more than deserves his moniker of the legendary hero and the strongest Integrity Knight. Going toe-to-toe with the Lord of Darkness is next to impossible. The leader of Integrity Knight did it. As for the similarities with the source material, I can say that some of the details were altered, which makes look the fight even more amazing. But I'm generally satisfied with what A1 gave us. This fight might not have been the most important one of the best adapted of this core, but in terms of visuals and presentation, this fight completely blows everything else out of the water. You can clearly see that A1 gave a lot of effort to make this fight look even more amazing than it already is.
Bruh, so Sword Art Online wouldn't be as bad to me if it was with a different main character. I don't like Kirito, bro. Kirito, he was cool at first, and then he just started becoming like hella edgy for like no reason. It's like, bro, smile. Why are you always so angry? Calm down. Like, he's so serious, bro. I know you're trapped in a video game. Everyone's cool. Everyone's chilling. This man always so serious. From everything I've seen, I stopped halfway through season 1, but it's just like from that halfway point, I was just like, bro, I'm not dealing with this man anymore. And then he did that dumb shit going back in there. Dumb to me. I mean, I guess I see now. You know, I've been explained to why that was why he made that decision. Like, it makes sense. I'm not doing that. That's dumb as hell to me. But you know. I seen, yeah, Zoro was Kamazo.
It feels nice to see that even after all these decades, One Piece still has it. Over the years, it had its fair share of badass moments and emotional fights that made it one of the most beloved series of all time. Just recently, it had a nice little fight that shows even its secondary main characters still get their much deserved shine this deep into the run. And I wish I could say the same about a lot of other shonen. This fight is basically about depicting Zoro as a badass. We already know he's one, but before that, how do you drive the point that this character is really strong? You have him take a scythe on his shoulder and use it to defeat the enemy, of course. Catching up to the One Piece is an enormous task, but now you know what's in store. The animation in the Wano arc has been pretty spot on. There's a reason why this series is still one of the biggest ones worldwide, and while I don't think that fight scenes are a primary reason for that, but they sure play a decently major part. After their first conflict was interrupted, Nanashi and Luo Lang finally meet once more at the climax of the movie Sword of the Stranger. The powerful Luo Lang finally met the worthy opponent he's been waiting for, and it's on. Luo Lang's strength needs no further description. After tearing through people one-man army style among other feats, everyone knows what Luo Lang is capable of. Nanashi has to bring more than 100% to overcome the toughest challenge he has ever faced. The two fight all around the arena. Despite receiving numerous injuries, Nanashi still continues to fight. What I like about this battle is there is no need for complicated backstory about the two. Despite not having arcs dedicated to the rivalry, despite characters not going through episodes of build-up, the hype is still there because of the amazing fight choreography, animation, and of course the soundtrack. It's no surprise that this fight is regarded as one of the best sword fights in the anime history. It's a jewel as clean as it can possibly get, and that makes the Nanashi's victory all the more satisfying.
Hey, I was so pissed when they broke up that fight. When they was just like all gathering around, all the servants, you know, they had Saber, they had Lancer, they had Ryder, they had Archer, the cocky one in the gold, and then someone else. I forgot who else was there. There was someone else. He really didn't matter. I don't even think he was revealed yet. The dude in the black. I don't think he was revealed yet, but I might be tripping. I was pissed when they broke up that fight. And it was just like, hey, bro, run. Like, he was like, I command you to run. I was like, come on, bro. Why? Let them fight. I've been waiting, bro. I know they gotta, like, you know, it's smart. is definitely smart. And then he gonna force Lancer to jump Saber. I'm like, come on, dog. Why you doing that? That's bitch made. That's bitch made. That's all I had to. I was so pissed about that.
The bronze medal on this list goes to none other than Alter Saber vs Berserker. Simply put, Alter Saber vs Berserker is a visual treat from start to finish. They definitely broke the budget on this visual
Berserker
marvel,
was the
as
other
these
one
two
in the
behemoths
black.
so power duke it out.
Just not this
Saber
Berserker.
was a badass when she was a noble servant, but the Alter Saber takes things up a notch as she doesn't hesitate to strike her opponent with all of her might. Throughout the Fate series, Saber and Berserker had their fair share of fight, but none of them come close to this one, because ufotable made sure to land more than half of their budget in order to make this fight possible, and needless to say, the result was absolutely amazing. As for us, the viewers, it's also not every day that you can get to see the animation as flashy and breathtaking as this one. And also, you wouldn't expect someone as big and brawly like Berserker to be this agile, as he was able to match Saber's speed and counter Saber's attack blow for blow. That just goes to show you how good Berserker is in his combat prowess, and even where King Arthur had a hard time dealing with. It's truly an impactful fight in terms of story, and now you also know what's in store for you throughout the
Okay,
whole
they
movie.
throwing around so much power. It's like funny. This music copyrighted is hell. That music copyrighted is hell. They be blocking the fuck out of Fate music. I'm not risking that.
Gintama is usually a slapstick parody show, but when it decides to get serious, you get a fight scene like this. Being the charismatic main villain that Takasugi is, it's inevitable that arguably Takasugi's most awaited fight is the one against Gintoki, where the two settles it all. In the episode 304 of the Gintama, he lives to settle the score with Gintoki once and for all. The two squared
should've
off in
known
an
this would be
emotional
on here.
double-headed episode that caps off the excellent Shogun assassination
I haven't
arc.
seen this
As
fight
their
on the
past
list in a
slowly
minute, though.
unravels to the audience, the two fighters push each other to the limit, resorting to physical combat after simultaneously losing their swords. The emotional fight highlights Gintoki sparing his enemy, and the two showing mutual understanding. It's the climactic fight that everybody who watches Gintama knows he needs. A blood feud revolving around two former friends turning bitter enemies is a surefire recipe to create a big-time rematch, and that's why it's my second pick.
I'm starting to get used to his accent. I'm still missing words here and there, but like it's getting easier to. Oh, another Fate. Well, let me get ready to skip for some music.
Fighting with one arm is nothing compared to the carnage I've been through.
The number one spot on this list goes to Sieg vs Shiro Amakusa. The battle between Sieg and Shiro Amakusa serves as the conclusion and the final confrontation of this series.
See, when he starts saying like Japanese names, I'm lost because like it's the accent and then the Japanese name on top of the accent, and then I'm not sure when the name ends, so he just be saying regular words, and I'm just like thinking it's Japanese, and I'm like, wait, he just said at like just some random ass word. I'm like, wait, no, that's English.
And needless to say, it doesn't disappoint in the slightest in terms of swordplay and fight choreography. I'm not talking about the plot armor that everybody seems to be angry about. Instead, let's just enjoy the breathtaking fight scene that A1 presented to us. Here, we get treated to a blood-popping sword fight showdown between two masters. Even without an arm, Kotomine certainly doesn't give Sieg a moment to breathe, but he's awfully unprepared to face Sieg.
See, as soon as he said the Japanese name, I was like trying to focus till I heard breathe. I was like, whoa.
After inheriting both Siegfried's and Frankenstein's will. It's truly an amazing fight scene. Seriously though, A1 Picture outdid themselves this time around. What the hell were you guys doing when releasing 7 Deadly Sins, huh? Sorry, I get a bit frustrated when I think about 7 Deadly Sins and Fate Apocrypha, considering the both series was animated by the same studio.
Right here!
No way. No way. No way. That's night and day. That's Fate
Before
Stay
you
night
start
and day.
bombarding in the comments section, would you please hear me out? I know
He gonna ask. He gonna ask for you guys to like his video, just like I'm asking you guys to like my video. He's gonna ask you to comment, just like I'm asking you to comment, and he's gonna ask you to subscribe, like I'm, asking you to subscribe. So go ahead, do that for both, and we gonna be out. We gonna be out. That's all. That's it. Go ahead and do it to his videos. Go ahead and do it to my videos. All right. We gonna be we trying to grow around here. Both of us. Both of us. Sword Fights is lit. This list was lit. Y'all want more lists like this? Sub to his channel. Like his videos. He'll make more. If y'all want me to react to more videos like this, sub to my channel. Comment. Like, do all that stuff. Do all that normal stuff. And I'm out. Peace.